Hi, and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekend show, especially to all the regulars at the John O Leary Kirby League at Eddie McCardle Stadiums there. Also to North Liverpool JFL, to all the parents, coaches, managers, committee members, especially on both leagues as well. Well done to each and every one of them. I was watching a game there between Genoa and Wiston. Great game, under 8s at the end of the day, but was more or less watching the parents from the sidelines on both sides, and you do hear a little bit of animosity. You've got to stand back if you're a mum or dad, grandparent, brother, sister, auntie, uncle. You have to stand back and just let the kids play, please. That's all it is when you go to grassroots football to watch your child or someone else's child. It's not hard to do. Encouragement is the easiest thing in the world. That's, this helps. Well done. And leave the referees out of the game. Let them officiate themselves, regardless of what you think of their decisions. Because at the end of the day, it's wrong. It really is wrong. I want to have a word to the committee as well. I think you should segregate parents, because that is the kiss of death. It's like in the touch paper if you've got both sets of parents on the one sideline, because they overhear something that's being said and they take it very, very seriously indeed, and that steamrolls and the kids are all watching. That's how it happens in Kirby Junior Football. It's not right. Not in Kirby Junior Football, in any league. If you've got parents standing together, unfortunately, as I say, it's a rocket ready to go off. So yeah, segregate the parents. I think that is absolutely essential. Must do. So I'll put that to them, because at the end of the day they want me to be part of the campaign, or the league campaign as well with them. And I know it's easy to say, well look, if you go to the likes of the Hubs and Jeffrey Humble as well, all the parents are on the sideline there as well, but they're pretty far away. This is a bit of a difference because they're on top of the pitches. So you need to look at that and put it into perspective, and I'm sure the committee will be working on it, because they don't want any arguments whatsoever. It's about the kids playing football. It's about development of the kids in both leagues, in all leagues. It should be the development of all the kids, and we just want the kids to play football and enjoy themselves regardless of the scoreline, because if you put pressure on them they will feel the scoreline. Already I know there was comments, we go top of the league if we win tomorrow. We're getting messages, and that shouldn't be the case. It should just be, just enjoy it. Let's enjoy it and let's play the game. Don't put pressure on the kids, but you're putting pressure on yourselves, because the parents really put the pressure on and they want them flying. They do, at the end of the day, stand back, let the kids perform and let them develop their own skills. No good you shouting at them, no good you telling them what to do, standing there shouting over the coach. I think it's wrong. I really do think it's wrong. You need to encourage the kids to play football, and it's simple. We've all been there, done it, wore the t-shirt and we've got on with it. It's simple as that. We've got on with it and we've shown the kids how to play football. Well, not how, they develop themselves. You just give a bit of encouragement. Watching this, it doesn't seem too hot. The way, 1 second, I'll just turn this up. See if that improves the sound. Well, slightly it does, but I'll have to look at that one and find out what's happening on SoundCloud. But it doesn't irritate yourselves there, because your sound should be perfect on DXTL TV, live from the touchlines on YouTube. So well done, and it's brilliant to have a channel like this, and all thanks to YouTube, but we want to soup it up as we go over the next few months. We've been saying that for a while, I know, but obviously when you need funding to try and do this is what you need to do. And if you start running out a bit of a funding pot, and you can't get the work done that you needed, then things will put you on a setback. So again, once again, any customers, any businesses out there want to fund us with Don't Cross the Line, get the kids together, make a difference on the sidelines, make a difference on the field of play, make a difference to your referee, to your kids playing football, and making, in general, grassroots football safer. That's all it is. We've been doing that since 2003, and we believe that we've been doing a really, really great job at this. We really do. So you can support us. You can also support us in our change.org petition. Sign the petition. We need to get people out there. We know there's more than nearly 500 people who are suffering with grassroots football and the cost, the amount of money that you're paying week in, week out. And if you think it's a pittance and it doesn't bother you, you don't have to sign it. But we know we'll be out and about. We'll have a table up soon. We'll put one in the JFL, John O Leary JFL, and we'll also be publicising our song. Thank you very, very much to the Black Choir yesterday, and we're going to get kids together and bring this to the table for you. And honestly, practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect, and we want to make sure that we've got it right before we promote and push this song for all of you there in grassroots football. And we want your support on that one as well, if you don't mind. But we're all together, 1, 2, 3. I've got to do that to try and make this a sound. SoundCloud listeners, if it is a fault, we'll get that organised straight away. But I know it seems to be very low indeed, and I meant to adjust the sound, the volume there before, and I think that's all it is, by adjusting the volume. I don't think I can do it here on air because it's in motion. So yeah, we'll mess around with the volume just to hide it up. We don't need to shout here on DXTL TV. Thank you for tuning in, and by the way, tell your friends please to subscribe free. That's what it is on YouTube. We want more and more viewers, and we will get them soon if we can talk Lauren into coming on board, doing a bit of voluntary work and a bit of paid work as well, because she is absolutely fantastic at what she does, believe me. Lauren Mather, oh, you're a superstar. Help us out, and don't forget, we'll let you know when my book is being published, so you can put it in your stocking fillers there for the kids for Christmas. Yes, if you don't mind. And it may have a title where you think it's all about a referee, but it really isn't. It's about the football team as well. So it's well worth having a little delve into one of my books, because the second one's already wrote and it just needs to be illustrated and get together. So that'll be book 2. So we want to try and get a series of books, and as I'm walking around at your league and I'm taking in stories and I'm taking in comments and I'm watching, and I really am, and it gives me ideas for the next story. So we'll obviously I'll sit there and write book 3. Yeah, that's what it's all about, and I'm looking to develop in grassroots football with it. So I'm sure everyone can help me out there and support me in the work that we're doing and what we've been doing in over 40 years of grassroots football. Making a difference to yourselves, making a difference to your kids, making a difference for the referees. And we want to continue that. We really do. And as I say, there was apologies last night from young commentators. We done the show for them. We'll say a farewell to Oliver. We're down to 3 now. We could be down to 2. We're not too sure on Ben. Still awaiting any comebacks on Ben. So then we fill the seats up, the hot seats again, with about 4 or 5 more kids. And young Dan and Jaden, I assure you, will be beneficial to them as well, because they're going to give their experiences out to the youngsters and they're going to talk to them on the show. Not me, the lads. Make a difference. They've been there, wore the t-shirt, got the t-shirt, and they're making a difference already. And young Dan is making a difference as well with his refereeing. He keeps feedback to us about what he's hearing and what he's seeing on the touchlines. And who knows, Dan might be in my book next time as a referee, and that's what he's hoping. That's what he's hoping for. Anyway, we're hoping to have a series of books, and I do hope you like them from myself, part of Don't Cross the Line, you know. So gives you the message of the stories and put together and what I've seen and what I can, you know. People say to me you could write a book on what you see. Well, I'm starting to, but and putting it into context where the kids will understand it, and hopefully make them better players and better listeners and better developers when it comes to you getting those kids in grassroots football. They'll be easy to combat. Anyway, wherever you've been today, I hope your league has been promoting REFspect on and off the field of play. We want to make an awareness weekend on around about the 12th of April, hopefully for that weekend, because it's a busy schedule and no fixtures are getting changed. Yeah, left, right and centre fixtures are getting changed. So we want everyone to get involved in the fixtures if we can, by supporting the kids, supporting the referee, encouraging the referees actually, and when they finish their game, and at the end of it, if you've got a chance and that referee walks past you, just say, good game ref, well done, keep it up, and without you we wouldn't have a game. No ref, no game. And that's what we want to promote, that's what we want to get instill into all the kids. And we know that's done already, because I've gone umpteen times on this show and I've explained all about managers talking about when a referee doesn't turn up and they have to do the game, and I've done it myself, and it's horrible. It really is. And you're trying to concentrate on what kids are playing in what position, you're trying to concentrate on giving free kicks, fouls, whatever it may be, and it really is hard. It really is hard to try and do that. So you understand the importance of a referee. Parents probably wouldn't. Parents will still give you loads and say that was a terrible decision. You've got to bear with that because you were the manager. And they have an excuse because it makes it, doesn't it? It opens up the feedback, and you understand it more, that they think because you've gone on there to referee a game and you come back out of it and they start saying what a terrible decision you give there. It's an open door for them to have a go at you, but it tells you that they think the referee is there for them to have a go at, and that's why they all speak out. Oh, you could have given us a corner, oh, you could have given us a free kick. You see where I'm coming from? You have to understand that that referee's job is a very, very tough job indeed. And the youngsters, you've got to admire them. And don't forget the yellow armband, if they have it on, it means that they are under 18 years of age. So, you need to keep it stum, zippy, keep it quiet when you're on the sidelines, and just encourage the kids to play. And if they make a nice decision about a nice, or even if it's a poor decision that they get wrong, encourage them. Tell them next time, and listen to your coach, not listen to you, because I hear a lot of parents telling the kids what position to get in, and they're not the coach. They're not the coach, they really aren't. You've got to leave that to the coach as well. And we've been talking about some of the coaches a bit irate towards referees as well, but you've got to understand that some coaches just can't cope when it comes that they've been developing their kids, putting the kids in their positions, asking the kids what to do when they come to the game, where to be, where to stand, how to pass, who to pass it to, how to move, and then yet it's all undone when you've got the parents all shouting, hit it, not pass it, not encourage anyone. It really is tough. And the coach you can see when the coach looks over the shoulder, as if to say, just leave it to me. Now if that coach goes on and is very, very quiet and just leaves it to the parents, which I've done, myself and Sophie done it, and listened through a game, and it was, why weren't you shouting, why weren't you encouraging the kids? Because we left it to the parents, and the kids are looking over at you as if to say, how come you're very quiet? Because they're listening out for your voice, and unfortunately they have to put up with the parents, and things don't work. The kids are everywhere. Try that as an experiment one day, if you can, and you understand where I'm coming from. Anyway, if you're out and about, and you will be tomorrow, hopefully we're talking about tomorrow being a really, really poor day. The weather forecasters, if they get it right, it could start from right from the word go. Kids are going to be drowned. Give them extra layers, keep them warm, and understand, you know, they're going to get rather wet and cold. If this wind comes in, this storm comes in, games could even be called off, because if it's health and safety and you think that the pitches, not the pitches themselves, the goals, the situation is health and safety for the kids getting very cold and what have you, then the referee could call them off themselves. They suspect that it's going to be very, very poor weather. They're going to walk away from the game. They really are. We don't want them to. If the weather is not too bad, but if they feel as if the kids' health is in danger, then call it off. Or even the committee can do it. The committee can walk out and go, sorry, that is really, really poor. Can't have the kids playing football in this. We've got to make a decision. We've got to hope that it doesn't come in till later on the afternoon, where all the kids have played and they've all gone home, they're all getting ready for their schooling day the following day. Sorry about mentioning that, kids, but that's unfortunately what's going to happen. But in the meantime, you know, let's just hope, fingers crossed, that it doesn't happen and you've enjoyed your games today. And even if you're a referee, we'd love to hear from your referees. How's it go on your touchline? DXTL.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. Now we know there's a lot of games being cancelled already for the weekend because of the weather. And it's unfortunately, this is the time of year, but I think it's come a little bit later. But if we carry on with this, this could go into December, because already we've had a lot of rain in the summer. So you can imagine that that water hasn't really gone away, because the weather hasn't been hot enough to get rid of it. You know, because sometimes I haven't heard the word drought mentioned this year, not once, because of the rain that we've suffered and the floods that we've already had. And I know parts of the country elsewhere are in a worse state than we are, so fingers crossed it doesn't really happen. We don't want floods anyway, but unfortunately that's our weather and that's what we're going to get. But now with the winds coming in making it worse, let's just hope that we can sit back and enjoy football at its best, and we don't have that. And I hope that's what you had today in your games as well. Great football, great officiating, loads of encouragement, and committees turning around everywhere and saying well done, and all the referees are getting top marks. That's all we need, top marks for the ref. Really is. Honestly, we need to support the kids and the referees week in, week out, and we've got to watch for our REFspect awareness campaign, and also my book, which won't be long before it's released. Hopefully I can give you details. We'll find out the details, then you'll be first to know. I assure you, you can watch out for it on Amazon, and I need your support. Even if you're an adult, buy it and read the story and pass it on to a youngster, please. They'd appreciate it. That's what we want. The referee's friend is don't cross the line, and also the kids' friend is don't cross the line. We're bringing everyone together, and we will continue to do this, and hopefully we get this funding. We'll let you know when we put in for it, and fingers crossed it comes to us, because we want to make a few changes and we want to make a big difference once again to you and grassroots football, bringing people together. Don't cross the line, bringing people together since 2003. What more could you ask for? It's nice to go out there and enjoy it and talk to your friends about how your child developed their game, how they got on, how, you know, individually, not the team effort. You know, as I said, we've had parents contacting us saying we win this, we're top of the league. It's development football and under 8s. Unfortunately, it's win at all costs by the sound of things. It's still going on. We don't want it. We want the kids to enjoy football, because the kids will always have memories. That's why you take kids on holiday, to improve their memories and give them a better chance. They look back on it. They look back on how much they enjoyed it. So they'll also look back on football and how much they enjoyed that, if you, as an irate parent, don't get involved. And that's the message to us. Please, irate parents, spectators, do not get involved in kids' football. Stay away if you have to. In the meantime, thank you very, very much for tuning in to Don't Cross the Line and the Grassroots Show. We'll be back again tomorrow. Put your feet up, relax, enjoy the Premier League. Hopefully your team goes on to win big things. Hopefully Liverpool do against Chelsea tomorrow. And I, for one, will be ecstatic and over the moon if we can beat them and continue our great run. Have a great evening. Good night. God bless.